On the outside, looking in, I really wasn't sure what I was getting. Between the high waves on the sea, waiting for something to get to me. I wasn't sure what I was hoping for, you see. But you act like gravity.
I can't wait for summer. Hi everyone, welcome back to Modern Homesteading with Tessa. I'm Tessa, and this is the channel where I show you how to feed yourself, which is kind of important these days. So today what I need to get done is potting up my tomatoes. So they're getting really big. I actually waited a lot longer than usual to start my tomatoes this year because we've had an incredibly wet year this year, and I knew I wasn't going to be able to get them in the ground as soon as normal. So I waited. Usually I start thinking about planting tomatoes in January, and I can like restrain myself to like February, and that's when I start tomatoes. This year I didn't start these until March 7th. So it is now March 31st today, and so I started these from seed 3 weeks ago. Look how big they are. They're huge. Look at that, 3 weeks ago. So I started them on a heat mat for germination. Then as soon as they germinated, I took them off the heat mat and put them under lights. I just use regular LED shop lights. You do not need special grow lights for growing starts. It's not necessary. They're a lot more expensive. If you were trying to get something to fruit, then yeah, maybe you might want grow lights, but for seedlings, you don't need anything special. Regular LED shop lights work fine. So it's been 3 weeks and they're getting big, and so it is time to up pot them. They are in soil blocks, so they're not going to get root bound like they would in plastic, but it's time. So I'm hoping that I will be able to get these out. It'll be another month, I think, before I can get them out, and so they need a little bit more room until then. I am gonna repot them in red Solo cups. You could go buy, pots or whatever, but these are so much cheaper. And yes, we hate plastic. We avoid the plastic at all costs, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So the only thing we need to add to these red Solo cups is drainage holes. So move that out of the way. All I'm gonna do is take a driver and I'll probably put 3 holes in, and I do it a stack at a time, so you're not doing it like one at a time, you're doing a whole stack. That ought to do it. Yeah, so there's our drainage holes. You want to get your drainage holes in the bottom of wherever everything's gonna drain. Then I'm gonna sanitize. I'm gonna use these little pruner guys because I am going to trim off the first set of leaves and plant my tomatoes deep. Tomatoes are unique in that they will sprout roots from any part of their stem, so you'll actually get a stronger plant if you up pot because you'll get more roots. So I'll explain what I'm doing in a minute, but we're basically, first of all, what I need to do with these is sanitize them in some alcohol just to make sure I'm not introducing any pathogens or diseases as I am pruning. Start with this first one here as an example. And as you can see, these soil blocks hold together really, really well. People kind of get nervous about them falling apart, and they don't. As long as you get them tight to begin with, they'll stay tight. So then these first leaves, I'm gonna trim those off, and I might even trim these off as well. And then I'm gonna bury this all the way So about like that. And I'm gonna fill the rest up with soil, and then I'm gonna get a lot more root development all the way up to there. Just like that. All right, so, and then I'm gonna make sure I get these labeled correctly as well. These are Cherokee Purple. Oh, they smell so good. All right.
The camera. Say hi. Are you good? Good.
I really wasn't sure what I was hoping for, but you knew everything you've done so before.
All right, and that's it. I already took one tray, the Cherokee Purple, in. That was 15. There's 42 of the Amish paste here, and then I haven't potted up the big rainbow because they're not quite big enough. I started these on the same day as the other half of this was Cherokee Purple, and for whatever reason, these are just a little bit behind, so that's fine. I've never grown this variety before, so we'll see how they do. Yeah, I'm hoping to be able to plant in about a month, so these should make it that long. I only need about 20 or 25 tomato plants total, so whatever I have extra, I will sell or trade or give to family and friends and stuff like that. So yeah, all right, that's it for today's video. Like this video if you like this video, and hit the subscribe button if you want to see more homestead stuff. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.